Hi, welcome to the show. This is Aaron.
Dustin.
Katie.
And as usual, it is
The story so far.
filled with children
Phil.
and kitties. Alright, so sorry we didn't have an episode last week, but we did have sick children and they're a higher priority than the show.
Yeah.
But
We
let's,
love them more than we
Which
love
one?
you.
Which one do you want to start with?
let's start off talking about death.
The mind-blowing episode. We're like,
How was that death though, huh?
that was pretty
Was
brutal. I
it,
don't know.
It's kind of unnecessary.
did you expect it though, or was it unexpected?
Kind of both.
I kind of thought they were going to let her get away. And then I remembered the scissors. Ah, shit, here it comes.
When that scene went down, I didn't know. I saw her hit her, and then the gunshot, and I thought if they were gonna let her stab her, I thought that maybe she'd kill that lady, and then everybody behind the lady would start shooting.
Yeah.
Beth would be a casualty, but there was so much foreshadowing. You had to know that she was gonna die.
Yeah.
So
And, I like the way they ended it, though. I mean, she gets shot through the head, and then the look on the cop's face, like, I didn't mean to, but
oh
dead.
man, Rick,
Yeah.
that was awesome.
Yep. And then I really liked how they were like, okay, we're done. Nobody shoot. We're done. And then he takes everybody with him or whatever. So
It'll be interesting to see how many people actually leave that hospital if they show.
yeah.
Hopefully, I don't know. It'll be weird to see where they start up after the mid-season. I don't know if they'll start up miles down the road or if they'll start right from there and take it.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see.
I was going to say, Glenn is at risk. Everyone Maggie is attached to dies.
That is true. That is true. Thanks for the courtesy laugh.
With our live studio audience.
Yes. But yeah, that is true. Everybody that Maggie loves dies, and so Glenn is at risk.
Yep.
So, one thing that has come out lately is they have confirmed Daryl is heterosexual.
Oh, thank God.
I know, like it was, like that was a big sticking point, you know.
Why is that even important?
It became a big thing at the beginning of this season. People were really questioning it.
It's a zombie apocalypse, but we really want to know what he likes to stick his dick in.
Exactly. So.
I don't remember if we've talked about it, but it's the same debate with the Legend of Zelda thing. Did you ever hear that? There was a huge debate for years about whether Zelda uses magic to change her clothes or actually change her gender.
Like, why does it matter?
So when she's Sheik, she grows a penis because she's hiding.
Oh.
And Nintendo came out this year and said, you people are idiots. She changes her clothes. That's
Really, what are they going to do? Oh, you're a boy? Let me check.
You never know. You never know. So.
It's just stupid internet bullshit.
Exactly. But it was a good mid-season finale for them, and highly anticipating the return. Another series that ended that I know that you're not interested in, Katie, but the actual series totally ended was Sons of Anarchy.
How did that go? I'm interested.
Didn't Gemma die?
Oh yeah, Gemma died.
Did Jax die?
Yes, he did.
There you go.
He
I think he shot Gemma.
Oh yeah, he killed Gemma, but he died poetically. It was a poetic death for him,
Okay.
in the sense that. Do you know what happened to his father, to his dad?
No.
His dad died in a motorcycle crash. He got hit by a semi,
Okay.
and all through the show, there was speculation on if Gemma and Clay had cut the brake lines on his motorcycle.
Huh.
And so he couldn't brake. So that was always a big mystery, but that's how he died, was by a semi. So last episode, Jax goes around and kills all the bad dudes that are affecting his club right at the moment. Kills them all, and then he gets into this high-speed police chase with all these cops, and he knows he's going to die.
Yeah.
So, so he's driving down the road, just by happenstance, here comes the semi around the corner. And I mean, he had plenty of time to stop on that.
But he's just like, let's do this.
Yeah, he's like, let's do this. And so he's riding down the road and he just does the angel wings.
Huh.
And that's how it ends.
It's a pretty good ending.
So it was poetic because he went out the same way that his dad did.
It's a dumb show.
I'm not a fan of the
It was
show
a good
either.
show.
Good ending though.
I was empty when it went off. You know, I love that show.
You peed yourself or something? What?
No, I was empty. It just, you know,
Part of you lost a
He's
little part
smart.
of himself.
Oh, okay.
you know. It's okay though.
You just give him a minute, guys.
So anyway, so that ended, but that was a good show for me. But so next we had the Flash mid-season finale.
Right? That one was pretty good. I'm glad they showed Reverse Flash.
You got Reverse Flash, and you possibly have the idea of Reverse Flash, but you don't know for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I like all the hints they keep dropping about doing Infinite Crisis and Flashpoint.
Yeah.
Those are the two that I'm really looking forward to. I mean, that part with the Atom suit, where he's like, oh yeah, it used to be called OMAC, but now it's ATOM. I was like, nobody is going to catch that. Unless you read comics, you have no idea what that is.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
that's Infinite Crisis.
But then you also had Firestorm show up right at the end of the episode. I mean, you saw him at the end of the episode before, but
You saw a firestorm at the end.
and he literally said, "I'm Firestorm."
Yeah. Yep.
So he gets a suit though in sometime later in the season.
Excellent.
So it'll be cool to see that. But yeah, I got to go back to the Reverse Flash. Do you think that that's Dr. Wells?
Yeah.
That is Reverse Flash? And do you think that it is current Dr. Wells? Or is it future Dr. Wells? Or is it a past Dr. Wells?
Future.
Well, because Dr. Wells from now, you would assume, is from the future. So did he go back and bring a past version of himself back?
I think what they probably did was, with it being a shield generator and all, it's probably a hologram of some sort. And so when he just zipped himself out of the thing because he's super
No,
fast.
because he had the newspaper from the future, remember? So he can time travel.
Yeah, but why would he kick the crap out of his own self?
To make it look like he wasn't Reverse Flash.
I don't know.
I
all I'm
don't think
saying,
that anybody suspected that, though.
all I'm saying is,
Just to
if a
make
slightly
sure.
heavier bearded me just showed up and said, "Hey, listen, I have to beat your ass," I would just be like, "Dude."
I'd just be like, "Hey, Derek."
Awesome.
That is funny.
Ah!
There you go. All right. But yeah, so I mean, it was a good mid-season finale. I hate these mid-season finales. The thing I do like about it though is they do come back in January instead of waiting until March.
Yeah.
So
What I'm looking forward to the most out of Flash, and I'm hoping they do it right, is, again, Killer Frost. I really like Danielle Panabaker, so it'll be nice to see her throwing ice.
yeah, and then well, we move on to the next night of Arrow.
Before we start with that, I have to tell you, I told you guys, and there's a video recording of me telling you guys, and you said my idea was stupid.
Well, we kind of had the same idea. It was just the whole being in another country thing.
Yeah,
threw
but
us off.
I was right, and you guys said I was stupid, and I turned out to be right.
She's talking about Thea.
It was Thea.
It was Thea. Oh, well, we kind of thought it was Thea, but like I said, it
I knew it was Thea.
Carl,
You
It
nerds
wasn't.
are like,
It wasn't Thea.
It wasn't Thea.
It wasn't. It was a life model decoy.
It definitely wasn't the hypnosis plant or whatever.
You don't think that? You don't think she was? You don't think she was under hypnosis?
I just told you it was.
You don't think she was under hypnosis?
But she's saying it was still Thea. Whether she was being controlled or not, it was Thea.
Yeah.
I'm messing with you. Either way, it was Thea.
Yeah.
Told you.
So what do you think? You think Roy's going to pick up the mantle now?
I think they're gonna bring Arrow back with Roz's pit.
He
The
can't.
Lazarus Pit.
Ross doesn't like him,
So?
so they're not going to bring him back with that.
In the comics, Ra's al Ghul isn't the one that makes the Lazarus Pits, though. It's Talia.
And she
That's
kind
true.
of really liked Sarah.
No. I think Roy's going to pick up the mantle.
If anything, I'd say they're going to bring in Connor to be his sidekick. They've already said Connor exists.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I think Thea's going to break away, and then she's going to become Speedy, and Roy's going to pick up the mantle of Green Arrow.
The second Speedy's name was Mia, not Thea.
So where does Jade come in with all of this?
Jade? I don't know.
We'll find out. Dun, dun, dun.
Because it's supposed to be Artemis's sister. There isn't an Artemis yet, is there?
Not yet. There might be
Yeah,
at some point.
But
Could be.
Roy's girlfriend is Thea, kinda. But
No.
she's not Jade.
That's done. I think that storyline is done.
Yeah.
I think he still cares about her, but I don't think that they're going to continue romantically.
Yeah, I don't think they're going back to that at all.
I
They
honestly,
needed her as an anger point for the Mirakuru.
I think so, and I think that she's going to turn more enemy than she is friend. So she's going to always keep him at a distance. So I don't think that's going to ever happen again. So
Yeah.
Roy's about to get lucky. That's all I'm saying.
well, the other thing about Arrow is Deathstroke returns next season.
Yeah.
Oh, and I wanted to talk about that. Okay, so he's back on the island, and now they just took Captain Boomerang to the island.
Yeah. Suicide Squad.
But we already have a Suicide Squad.
Yeah, but how are we going to get the comic book Suicide Squad?
Yeah, we'll see. It'll be interesting to see. I mean,
Here's what happens.
They made it
King
off the island.
Shark washes up on the beach, wanders into this prison cell area. I don't know.
But they're surrounded by landmines, so I just...
He's a shark. He'll be okay.
All right. Anything else we want to talk about as far as Arrow, Flash, or Walking Dead? I guess not. Okay, moving on. So, I don't know if you guys have heard, but the Deadpool movie is moving forward with Ryan Reynolds.
We just watched the teaser for that today,
I was very
Again.
teased.
but it's a pretty good teaser.
I think so.
There's no way they're making it PG-13.
I think he already said they're not going PG-13 with it.
That's
So,
good. Yeah, based on that teaser, there's no way. Sorry, that's just not happening.
no. So that's good to know. I'm glad that they're making that movie. I'm sure that they will talk about the Deadpool in the Wolverine movie. They will talk about that in that movie, which will be hilarious. So, another movie that just got casted, Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Big names attached to Suicide Squad. We got Will Smith as Deadshot, Jared Leto as the Joker. Tom Hardy is playing Rick Flag. I couldn't believe they got him for that.
Huh.
So, Margot Robbie is Harley Quinn. Jai Courtney is Boomerang.
See, I thought Will Smith would be Bronze Tiger, but, whatever.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. And then you got Cara Delevingne as Enchantress. So the movie's going to start shooting here in April.
Excellent. Also, have you seen the teaser for Ant-Man? They have one of those out.
It's really small teasing.
It's a very short teaser.
It is. No, I have not seen it.
It's pretty excellent. And apparently, they showed this to somebody a couple years ago. They've had this teaser that long.
Really?
Yeah, and I only know that because somebody at work told me about it, and it's exactly how it is in that. Basically, the story around it is Marvel said, listen, we have this teaser. We're going to let one person watch it, and he can try to recreate it for you after he sees it. Tell you about it, draw it, whatever. He can tell you about it, but only one person's going to see this teaser. And somebody told me about this at Target about 2 years ago. So, it's been around a while. But it's basically just Ant-Man, walking down a hallway. The two guards see him, and they pull their guns and start to shoot, and all of a sudden he just kind of disappears. And it shows him miniaturized running along the floor. He jumps up on one of their guns. It's a crazy fight scene, but the best part is he goes small, runs along the gun, and grabs a guy's necktie and starts going over his shoulder, and then goes big and fucking throws him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
They make it really...
Dude, calm down. Sorry, studio audience is getting a little wild over here. Next thing that I wanted to bring up was, AKA Jessica Jones has cast Kristen Ritter in that role. She was in. She was. What's his bucket's name in Breaking Bad? Girlfriend.
I would never watch that show.
Why not?
That show was pretty bad.
Oh, I loved it.
I tried watching it once.
It was good. I liked it. So, anyway, she was in that for a while. She was also in the Bee from Apartment something or another.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was. So, sorry, folks. Dude, go back upstairs to the house up there.
Go back to your house.
Whose kid that is.
Yeah.
they wander in. That's the risks of being in Portugal.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's all I've got for movie casting news. You guys got anything else on that?
Not really. I am looking forward to Suicide Squad, though. I mean, you mentioned it. It's the chick for Harley looks pretty good.
Well, I mean, they've got an all-star cast for it. It's going to be interesting to watch.
Yeah.
So I was just surprised that Tom Hardy is playing a different DC villain.
Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, Chris Evans went from Human Torch to Captain America,
That's true. That's true.
and Ben
So-
Affleck even switched companies, Daredevil to Batman.
Yeah.
That's a major step up.
What do you think about Jared Leto as the Joker?
That should be good, actually.
It'll be interesting to see what they do for his makeup.
I hope they do it right, not later.
You didn't like that?
He
makeup?
wasn't very comic book Joker-esque. He was good in his own sense, but not very Jokerish.
Yeah. So you're hoping for more of a sleek looking Joker?
More of a sleek psycho, yeah, rather than just some dude that
Comedian.
Kind of
forgot to take his pills.
kind of a street hoodlum looking Joker, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I do have an article here that came out a couple of weeks ago. It was about this. It was a comic book artist by the name of Pat Broderick, and
I was going to bring that up. That piece of. Huh? Go on.
What?
go ahead.
I was going to bring it up. I don't know.
Well, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go on.
Somebody
you have
tell
the
me.
article.
I don't know
It
what's
was
going
about
on here.
Pat Broderick. So go ahead. Go ahead. Let's you bring it up. No.
He's a piece of shit.
She's already brought it up. Oh, the article.
Well, why is he a piece of shit?
Because we're worthless to him.
Okay.
Well, apparently we're worthless to everybody.
Oh.
I mean, there's only,
Now we're all
we
sad.
usually only get about 8 people that watch the show.
I'm
Thank
talking
you,
about
8 people.
cosplayers. in
Oh,
general.
okay, all right. See, now you're specifying.
Sorry.
That's what I was.
Sorry, I can say that's a part of me. And all of us.
Yeah. So is what he's saying is it's worthless for him to go to comic cons and comic conventions because of the fact that most everybody goes to cosplay and to look at cosplayers rather than look at the work of the artists, of the comic book artists and all that. And he came out on I think it was what was it, Twitter and Facebook actually.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was on his Facebook page, and he basically was asking cosplay personalities not to send him friend requests by telling them that they bring nothing of value to Comic-Con shows. And let me see if I can enlarge this. Here we go. So here it is. Today's heads up. If you're a cosplay personality, please don't send me a friend request. If you're a convention promoter and you're building your show around cosplay events and mega multiple media guests, don't invite me. You bring nothing of value to the shows, and if you're a promoter pushing cosplay as your main attraction, you're not helping the industry or comics market. Thank you.
What a douche.
And he's
It's
actually
the comments that were worse, though, in my opinion.
he's not alone in that. There are a lot of other comic book artists that share his same sentiment. And basically they're saying, I'm going there and I'm just sitting there for 8 hours a day doing nothing. I'm not selling my work because cat fight. Because all these cosplayers are coming and they just stand in front of this booth and take photos of themselves and all that. And so it turned into this really huge issue on the net.
Absolutely.
With somebody as big as that guy, whoever he is.
He's not big, actually. That's what I was going to
Okay, well, either way, he's probably used to making more money if he's a legit artist. So he's probably still making decent money.
Nope.
By our standards.
Nope.
What?
Oh, I did some research on Mr. Pat Broderick, and he's in a bad place right now.
Oh. Okay.
A really, really bad place.
Well,
So,
there you go.
here we go. His most recent work that has been successful is Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius.
So it's been a few years.
What's wrong? You hate Jimmy Neutron?
No, I'm just saying that's his claim to fame right now. In his later career, this is from Wikipedia, so you know. In 2003, Broderick returned to comics with the short-lived Future Comics. He was scheduled to work on the title Peacekeepers, but it was never published, and Future went out of business shortly thereafter. In 2004, Devil's Due Publishing revived Micronauts, with Broderick returning to the title. He drew 3 issues before it was cancelled, and that's the most recent.
So he sucks.
He's the creator of Firestorm, though.
What?
Yeah.
Firestorm? A character I didn't even know who the hell he was until he was announced to be on Arrow?
Really? I used to have a little action figure of him.
I think I had a toy of him, but I didn't know who he was.
Part of the Justice League. Just Us League.
Yeah.
But so is what I got to say about that though is if you're a comic book artist and you get invited to go to these shows, I'd say do some work so that you can sell some work there, you know, some prints and that. But if you have a job that you're working on, if you feel that you're wasting your time sitting there waiting for people to come talk to you, why not work on your current comic or whatever that needs to get done?
See, and my first thought around that is if you're not selling anything you think you should be, maybe add a little more flash to your booth. Get somebody's attention.
Exactly. I mean, there are millions of ways to get people to come to your booth, to talk to you, to get your autograph, to pay for your works. I mean, you know, rather than just sitting there being a schlub. But I also have to say, I think that it is the duty of the conventions to highlight, hey, you know, we've got these comic artists here. You know, our Salt Lake Comic Con, they advertise every guest that they're having, whether they're a movie star, television star, comic book artist, author, whatever. We always see it jump up on Facebook. Hey, we're bringing in Brandon Routh. We're bringing in Ralph Macchio.
And if you have the app, it will actually tell you this, you know, this guy arrived. This guy, I mean, whatever events are going on, whatever artists, whatever celebrities. Yeah.
And so, you know, the Comic-Con that you're at also needs to do a little work to make sure that you're getting a little bit of the focus that you need to have. But I'm sure that you're not just, as an artist, just coming there and sitting there and not getting paid. I mean, as far as I am to understand it, everybody that comes, that gets invited, that is one of those type of artists, gets some sort of payment to be there.
Yeah.
So it's not a waste of your time to be there.
Also, I gotta say, you know, you need to adapt, really. I mean, the comic book atmosphere right now, I guess, is cosplay. That is a big part of comic books right now. And if you're not willing to get with the 21st century, then you're going to be left in the dust. And yeah, your table's going to be empty. There's nobody going to be visiting you. Nobody knows who you are. You know?
Yeah, when I look at a name on a comic book, I'm not seeing his picture. I'm just saying.
And probably one of the best ways to get yourself put on the blacklist from cosplayer is to come out on Facebook and tell them how worthless they are. And how they're not doing anything
Social
to help.
media in general.
You thought you weren't getting paid before. Good luck now, pal.
There were so many people on that Cosplay Utah site that were like, I will never buy anything from Pat Broderick because of what he said.
Yeah.
It's true.
And we actually are some of the people that do buy art while
Yep,
we're there.
which we will not buy from Pat Broderick.
You know, I haven't, just due to the fact that I usually don't have the funds. But, you know, this last Comic-Con, you know, I obviously bought a signed autograph there from Matt Frewer, one of my favorite actors. So I do buy stuff from people that I like. So
Also, chances are, if they have enough money to pay for cosplay, they have enough money to pay you for your art.
hopefully.
So, if you bash cosplayers, I don't know.
Be more like
bad
Stephen
business
Amell.
move. Bad business move. In
I
my
agree.
Opinion.
Be more like Stephen Amell. He's really, he really interacts with his fans. He shows up. I mean, even us, we were in and out, but he kind of tried to put forth effort to be like, hey, thanks, guys. You know, like, it wasn't just like, okay, picture and out, picture and out. Yeah, good guy.
Oh no, now we can really start the show.
Yeah, so without Aaron, here's the real show. Oh, hey! Live from the studio audience, Ben.
Just bringing him a backup here. All right, Ben, everybody.
Ben.
All right, you happy now? You got to join in on the last few minutes of the show. So speaking of Comic-Con, how much closer are we to making our booth a reality?
Oh yeah. I don't know.
Well, that might be a discussion for another time.
Yeah.
It is. I'm just messing around.
I've dropped the ball on so many things lately because I've just been so busy.
Like the show. Our kids really weren't sick last week.
Whatever,
These two held me
Sora
up and
was
said, no, we're
puking.
not coming. And
We held him at gunpoint and said, if you turn that camera on, I swear to God.
And then Sora chased me.
just kidding.
And then we took his wallet.
They did.
We gave it back.
No, they didn't.
A couple dollars short.
Yeah.
We gave him his driver's license back.
Altered. And I got stopped by a cop and then handcuffed.
We changed it to say he's 16.
Oh, man. Well, I think that is going to be a show for this week. So,
Okay.
let's throw out the props.
Paparazzi by Tiff.
Paparazzi by Tiff on Facebook. Also, Where the Blacktop Ends on Facebook. You can buy it on Amazon. There actually have been a few people buying it. I know that somebody bought it off of my review, so my
Excellent.
review actually helped somebody with that, and it's a good book. I'm telling you, you need to check it out. So, and then Katie,
Inspirations, Baseball and Layton. I don't know. We're great.
myflowspa.com.
Yep, that's our website. Check us out.
Across from Smith's in Layton. That's where it is.
And we got a few other things in the works, so we'll be pimping some other stuff out a little bit here in the near future.
Like my mother. Oh.
No, she's already been pimped out to
I was going to say down on 25th and Wall.
Stop by. For great deals.
There you go. It is the Christmas holiday season. Alright, well, this has been a show. I'm Aaron. This has Ben.
I'm Dustin.
And Katie.
And we'll catch you next time.